Hey everybody, this is Audible here, and today we'll be reviewing Transformers animated episode Transwarped. It was just unfreaking believable. It was a kick-ass way to start season 3. It really was. And if you haven't watched this episode already, there will be spoilers if you haven't watched it, so I suggest you stop now and go watch it and come back. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, as I just said before, Transwarped blew my mind. There was so much they left off and so much they left on for us to begin the question. So let's begin. Okay, so we have the new Autobots and Decepticon teams. We got Rodimus. He's pretty cool. He's got the bow and arrow thing going on, and it's pretty cool. And plus, he's also voiced by Judd Nelson, which is great. Another G1 actor. It's just great that they got Judd Nelson to do the voice. We got Red Alert and Hotshot, who finally make their appearance after being cut out of animated by being replaced by Bumblebee and Ratchet. And they were pretty cool also. Red Alert had previously appeared in The Rise of Safeguard, as I mentioned earlier. Ironhide returns, and we also are introduced to Brawn, who looks like he's the shortest Autobot in the army, but he's pretty cool despite him being Stumpy Pants. I really like Brawn also. But the Decepticons were the ones that definitely stole the show. You had Striker, like this huge, masculine fembot, just like the Beast Machine Striker. And she's actually a lot better than the Beast Machine Striker, because I kind of find it sounds a little more feminine this time. It sounds a lot better. Spidor, he was okay. I really liked his Toad mode, but I didn't really care for his robot mode. It was a little bit of a disappointment. Oil Slick, I'm glad they finally put him in the cartoon. I mean, after having such a cool toy, I was excited for Oil Slick. And Cyclonus is just badass. But out of all, my favorite of all 5 of the new Decepticons is Blackout. He would make the movie Blackout crap his pants, because this guy is the largest Transformer in animated. By far the largest. Again, it was just unfreaking believable, these guys. My only complaint about these guys is we didn't get to see enough of them. Like, for the first 5 minutes we get to watch them, then they don't really appear until... Okay, only the Decepticons appear later on, but again, very short. But still amazing. Okay, so the big thing that is Sorry. We finally find out what she is. She's a half-human, half-Cybertronian automaton. She's very interesting. Because when she was born, she was a protoform, and Semdak accidentally touched it, and Sorry merged with his DNA, thus Sorry being human. And also, Sorry taking in her key, and she joins the fight, and also the key is no longer useful because she just used up all the energy in the key. So people who thought death was impossible in animated, you guys are happy. You guys are definitely glad. But speaking of death, Blur. I mean, I knew Shockwave was gonna go on a killing rampage to cover up his identity, but Blur, I was expecting them to, you know, get like just random cameo Transformers to get killed. I mean, I would have rather wanted it than Blur, but I mean, I thought it was priceless where you had Shock Longarm telling Cliffjumper to dispose of a blue cube, and Cliffjumper's like, okay, so he just like tosses him out. that was just funny and yet sad. I hope I hope Blur shows up again later. I really do. Headmaster's return was okay. Again, no one really likes Headmaster. What else? Oh yeah, the backstory on Omega Supreme and Ratchet was just even more badass, because we find out that the reason why Megatron had a bounty placed on RC was because RC was a mentor or tutor and had the codes to for Omega. So Ratchet ends up downloading it from her mind and ends up becoming the Omega's tutor, and thus began their friendship. And it was actually pretty cool. It also shows how Omega was first deactivated, and it also explains why Ratchet joined Space Bridge Repair Crew, because he wanted to be close with Omega to hope one day he could reactivate him. It was just an unfreaking believable episode. He also had every classic moment with Megatron and Starscream's head. Starscream has a new ability where he shoots out like a laser out of his mouth. Again, it was pretty cool. The final scene with the council, Longar was looking a lot nervous, and it kind of leads up to why did I sting? No, where is Die Sting, I mean? You know, with Waspinator getting his revenge on Bumblebee. Longar looked really nervous, like his cover is probably going to get blown very shortly. It was amazing because you had Metroplex and you had Alpha Trion in the background. It was just amazing. My only complaints is that we didn't get to see enough of the new teams, and we didn't get to see Lugnut, Blitzwing, and the Seekers. So, but I think later on they're going to show up. So, Animated had started where it left off, and we got a kick-ass season to look forward to. Transwarped gets a 10. My favorite episode of Animated. So yeah, this is Autovolt. Just unfreaking believably signing out.